Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we're meant to be back with a brand new video, but just like I said at the weekend there, these didn't feel like brand new videos. These feel like the exact same thing. I'm saying now, every single time we play a game that's got anything to do with Scottish football. The sad part about this game right here is I actually saw a lot of positives in this game from a Rangers perspective. I saw people going forward with the ball. I saw bodies in the box and I seen chances created that wasn't there over the last couple of appearances. Yet despite that and despite dominating possession, despite having 31 shots in the game, 14 corners, 3 shots within 5 yards of the Hamilton goal, including a tap-in open net. Yet after all that, I've still got to sit here and talk to you about Rangers beating themselves again. And honestly lads, it's beyond soul destroying now. I don't even care what to feel watching Rangers play anymore, because it doesn't matter now, despite how much positive runs or how many shots and how much we are dominating opponents, we have that mistake in us, and when we do the mistake, we absolute crumble to dust, bend there and take whatever the opposition is wanting to give us. And speaking of the opposition, actually full credit to Hamilton, they came to Ibrox, they didn't even bother parking the bus for the first whistle, and my teams aren't scared of Rangers right now because we couldn't hit a barn door with a shotgun, and that performance just shows it. It was only after they took the lead and had something to defend did they decide to sit back and kill the entire game. They were playing with 2 up front. They had their fullbacks bombing forward, going after Tavernier and going after Barisic. They showed no fear against Rangers, and that to me says it all right there. And honestly lads, I'm absolutely scunnered because I know the majority that's going to be clicking on today's video has been on this journey. Me and thee, we're on this every single week, and I know Oys are going to be feeling the exact same way as I do, and I don't want any to feel like that. I want to see he's happy. I want to see he's having fun in the comments. I want to see he's talking positively about stuff. But everything we're giving to these players, we're not getting any of it back now, and it's been far too long. It's no a rot, it's no a bit of off form, it's no a bad patch, it's a bad team. And I just didn't get it. How did they fall so far and so hard from grace to where they were at the end of December to the shadow, and I mean shadow, of themselves that they are right now? We've just got no quality. We just can't do the most important job in football, and that's to put the ball in the back of the net. We've got nobody that seems to can do it. Instead of beating a team at the top of the league, we've once again went ahead and lost to a team at the bottom of it, and that to me is just no lining up. And that leads me to the gaffer Steven Gerrard, because I know there's already going to be people diving at the comment section, and I've already wrote get Gerrard sacked or Gerrard out, because I'll tell you right now, my notifications is pretty much 60 to 70% filled with that exact notion. But again, I'm just going to be honest with you watching today's video, like I always am whenever I make these videos, because I didn't tell you opinion because I think you want to hear it, or I'll say this because I can you are going to like it. I always just tell you my honest raw opinions, and whether you agree or disagree, we talk about it down in the comment section below. But regarding this whole Gerrard out thing, I honestly cannot fathom blaming Gerrard for that loss. 31 shots, 3 shots within 5 yards of the goal, including a tap-in. That's no Gerrard that's missing that. It's certainly no Gerrard who's taken a drag back inside his own box when 2 Hamilton players are there to allow the opposition to score. That to me isn't Gerrard's fault. That is the players. And I honestly think Gerrard just gets all the roasting and he just takes all the blame when it should be the players that we are looking at. Yes, he is picking them, but again, you have to pick the best that you've got available, and like it or no, they are the best that we've got available. Who else do you want in there? Katic, who gave 2 goals away versus St Johnstone. We are not blessed with top-notch quality that's on form. We're playing what we have right now, and it's just unfortunate for us fans having to watch it that none of them is on form, apart from Hadji. I thought Aribo was pretty good in the game of football. I thought Stephen Davis looked a little bit like Stephen Davis for the first half, but then fell away and went completely invisible as the game went on. Honestly, I feel really bad for the likes of Hadji, because you think of this lad, he's got so much positivity. Every time he gets the ball, he tries to create things, and he was at the heart of anything positive for Rangers Football Club. He created 4 or 5 chances with his fantastic range of passing, and nearly scored a nice little wonderful like kind of standing bicycle kick. I don't even care what you call it. It's just quick imagination, something that is not in this Rangers team. It just goes a little bit over the bar, and then he takes a beautiful ball right out there on a sixpence, forces a very good save out of the goalkeeper. Throughout the rest of the game, he was at least buzzing about trying to get things happen. But you can just see he's above everyone in the team that's doing there in the trenches, apart from maybe like Joe Rebel, like I said, who I thought was pretty good in the game as well. But I'm just looking at that saying, we are not only playing absolutely terrible and threw everything away this season, we may possibly be throwing away one of our best players in Hadji, because do you want to sign for a team that's like that? We maybe have the exclusive rights to sign Hadji, but honestly, if you were the football player and seeing the way this club has gone and how easily this team bends over and takes it and quits on its fans, do you want to play for that? I just didn't care where we go for here. I honestly don't have a clue. We keep hearing it in press conferences. We keep hearing it in interviews. The reactions. We've had a wee talk. We're going to get better. But we just aren't getting across the white line. We're threatening today a couple of times, having possession, going forward, creating a couple of opportunities. But we're not putting the ball in the back of the net. We're not taking that step up. And the second we concede, that negative, weak, absolute broken mindset that we have in the football team just comes right back to the fort. Because let's be brutal honest, did we even look like we were going to come back when we went 1-0 down in the 56th minute versus a team bottom of the league at home? And I think that's backed up by the biggest chance that was created after Hamilton took the lead was Hamilton one-on-one with the goalkeeper, forcing Alan McGregor into a fantastic one-on-one save to stop it being 2-0 versus Hamilton at Ibrox, lads, against the team that's bottom of the league. That right there is sheer pitiful. But lastly, before we finish up with today's video and I hand the reins over to you guys, I just want to say, despite how disgusted I am with the players, there's certainly still a lot of anger and frustration at Steven Gerrard, despite everything I just said about it not being 100% his fault for this loss. What is his fault though is when we are chasing a game of football, he brings on Barker. And no disrespect to the laddie, again, I'm not wanting to just crap at him, but he's not kicked a ball for Rangers, so how is he going to be the guy that saves us and is the saviour for the football team? Where's Jordan Jones? Where is Jordan Jones? He looked fantastic at the start of the season. The highlight packages they keep putting out there for European football, the majority of them have Jordan Jones in it. Are you trying to tell me that Barker is a better football player than Jordan Jones? I don't know what is going on there, but it needs to be sorted because we need our best players available. And to me, like I said, some of them is out on loan and some of them is rotting in the reserves. I think the biggest thing we can take away from the way that this season has went is there's not a leader in that dressing room. These boys haven't got the mentality yet, whether it's coming or not, to be what we want them to be. If we had leaders and if they had it, this would never ever have happened. You can lose a game, you can get caught on the break, but you can't go on this spiral when you're wearing this badge on your chest, ladies and gentlemen. It shows to me that there is something wrong with the dressing room, and Steven Gerrard, if he is here at the end of the season, maybe give the boys that he banished away on loans and into the reserves a second chance ahead of the people that he believes in that keep letting Oyers down. But with that being said, that's me all done and dusted, lads. Again, sorry this is absolutely all over the place. It's not a structured video with this all ticked off. I'm absolutely so scunnered by that. My head's all over the place, and I'm just giving you my honest fan opinion of what I just saw there. I'm so disgusted and so confused about what's happening at Rangers Football Club. What is your thoughts and opinions based on what we just saw? But now that me and thee have had their say, as always, let's jump over to Twitter then and hear from the people. The first one comes in from Mike.g. Says, punt them all in the summer and start again. Just ridiculous. We're talking about the same thing every week. Yes, we are, Mike. Yes, we are. Snake Harper writes in, team full of cowards. They shat it again. Robert Lettler writes in, honestly don't know what's happened to the team. People are going to blame Gerrard, and maybe they should. I have no idea anymore after watching tonight. When players are making stupid mistakes and missing chances like that, how can any manager fix that? And I think that's pretty much exactly what I tried to say. Whether it came across as that, I don't know. Again, I'm not saying my opinion's right and Gerrard doesn't need to play him. I just didn't think he is. I think it's the players, but Robbie actually said it pretty much better than I did, lads. Ewan McKenzie writes in, we wanted a reaction and we got that. Embarrassing. Another idiotic mistake and players missing from 2 yards out. It's shambolic. Alfred Comarels writes in, none, they all have to go. Cheb writes in, Davis is done. Neil Scholes writes in, players just don't have the mentality and it shows. Hadji Loyal writes in, total crap, we've done ourselves in again. I thought at the start we looked a bit better, but no, we are crap and there is no more that can be said. Goldson should be dropped as his control with a ball at his feet is shocking. Rest of the players no guts. I'm sick to death. Rab Ross writes in, reaction CJ, have been hearing reaction for 6-7 weeks now. Why should tonight be any different? That's probably the saddest tweet I'm going to read, but I felt every bloody word of what Rab just wrote in there. Posty writes in, going to be a hard one for the gaffer to recover from this. I think it's gone too far now, unfortunately. Fair enough, mate. Again, it's not all about my opinion right here on the channel. If you think it's time, it's time. Twin Power 1872, sorry, writes in, banter years are back. Never thought I'd be saying this 8 weeks after the restart, but I'd be letting Tav go, maybe Goldson if there's any value, and Alfie, then maybe him as well. We're absolutely dug shit in Scotland in 2020. Michael Morris writes in, Jones should be playing, McCrory shouldn't have been loaned out, formation should have been changed, new captain needed. I think Ryan Jack, Steven Gerrard is still the man. So there it is, there's a wee bit of flip, you see someone else. The other guy just writes in, Gerrard out in capital letters. Capital Deadpool writes in, not from the players, there wasn't anything to actually talk about. Katie writes in, Gerrard made the changes to try and win the game. Players aren't good enough to win the game. Goldson made the mistake, but what can you do when teams come and play with 11 men behind the ball? And the last one we'll read out in tonight's video. We'll stop it right here, and it comes from Heather Robertson. She writes in, Rangers need a whole new team. Bring the young boys up to play. That will show the first team how it's done. I'm so mad and so disappointed. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard from the people. You've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. And as always, I've been CJ Romeo 2. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.